Now I can see. What it comes down to is the fact that you enjoy treading on those things we hold sacred.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is that why you are here?
Hey, listen!
God!
We out here mad epic right now.
You know what? I gotta say, after a weekend, after life gets away from you, you still gotta find time to do the things you said you were gonna do, which I believe is the antithesis of what I'm trying to do. But, you know, it's not that I almost forgot. It's that I made a big deal. I made too much of a big deal. I don't want to say the weight of things, but I am trying to still make a better thing. I feel like there's a bit of responsibility, which is weird. It's just a slightly better platform. Now when people be like, hey, what's your podcast? And I tell them, and what it was behind was the fact that you had to download an app, and I was okay with that because then people wouldn't really check it out. But now that it's on Spotify, I kind of must check it out. Oh, what a crazy week. What a crazy week. I felt a little burned out. Just did. I was like trying to fight complete burned outism. Still is. And I gotta say, if there's a good place to be in, if there is, like, I have to say probably not completely massacred. And that is for a variety of reasons. Probably one of them being a combination of working out and taking it slow. That's what has saved me in not like burning myself out with all the news and all the crazy stuff going on. Trying to keep abreast of the situation, because it's just crazy. Like, because my attention has kind of been stuck on those kids in the cave, mostly because like they're so close. Like they have them. Like a lot of times it's like, oh, they're lost and we can't find them, and then wolves were picking them off. But it's just that, like, if they found them and, like, the situation just keeps getting, like, a little more dangerous as time goes on. Like, basically, the situation kept getting more dangerous as, like I said, the situation got more dangerous as time went on. And just little things, like, it basically things got bad faster than people could solve them initially. And then, like, at first, like, oh, we'll wait, but then, like, the rainy season is going to begin, so we can't really wait like that. It's just so weird that in the process of them being found and everything, everybody was cool, and you thought they had time, and then, we've lost a diver's life. Like, it's just weird. Like, and those kids are, like, kind of shucking up, and at the end of the weekend, you've gotten like 3 of them out, and then they're trying to get tubes out and stuff like that with Elon Musk, which is really good marketing on his behalf, if you think about it. Like, which is a big move. Like, you think he's doing something. He is doing good, but he's coming out with these tubes that are apparently going to save these kids' lives, which I think is going to be super dope. Because he just, he's basically like the closest thing to Iron Man we got in his life. So why not? That's not bad at all. I gotta be careful about my equipment and stuff like that. So it's just, I'm not surprised anything that Trump does. And now people are like, oh, he's definitely getting another term. And that's a conversation we really want to be fucking having right now, is that, because I don't know. He's, I'm just tired of the divisiveness at this point. Like, about fuck who's right or who's wrong. At this point, it's really just like, okay, we know what direction we want to go into. I don't think that's the right direction. Hopefully a better candidate comes up at this point, like anything better. And of course, oh shit, in a house in Fresno, toddler got his hands on a pistol and then fatally shot himself. What's fucked up is I feel like that headline's forever. Like the way that headline was set up was to make me like, oh my god, what happened for a little too long? Like, oh, did a toddler shoot up? The best case scenario when a kid gets his hands on a gun is that you hope that he shoots somebody else and not himself because he didn't fucking know not to do that with a pistol, but never got a chance to not even like you don't like it's weird like because he just didn't get a chance to regret his decisions, which is a cruel thing to say, but it's a for a kid, but you don't want to nah fuck that. It's a cruel thing to say. Oh, that person gets there fast enough. Seriously. Um, it's so crazy. I've been thinking about like, rebirth and a second chance. Does it means, oh yay, we're gonna be saved. Great, awesome. But it also means that like there's a second chance and an opportunity to do work, which is true. And so the weight of that work can get scary sometimes, you know. At the same time, you can just worry about having fun. I think I've been trying to find more ways to stick to the fun part, you know, of what's supposed to be done. We're still so weird, so many ways to communicate in this technology, and we still trying to struggle. Like right now, we're struggling to communicate, um, mostly because we just don't get each other's premises or like each other's backgrounds or where we're coming from. And I think as time goes on, that barrier of intention and communication, because it does take more than just intention, you know. And I think at those of us who intend to communicate a certain way, we struggle at times to find the right words. That's okay. I don't think that makes us bad people, but I think once you continue to try to find those words and continue to like that continuation of that struggle in a weird way, to be like, hey, I meant this and didn't mean to, I guess, disrupt in a weird way, like, or cause any issue, which is weird because you intend to, when you make something, you intend for it to inflict uh, uh, an emotion, but you actually, when you make something, you actually don't intend for it to inflict the emotion that you want it to. That's something else, I guess, but that's the things that we have to live with and move forward from here. That's the best part about rebirth and redoing and making those stupid ass mistakes. You get a chance to either A, try to not make them again, and B, even if you do make them, people see where you were coming from. And that's the kind of the hard part in this. Uh, and I've noticed in doing this communicative form or this form of communication um, that some of us get or not some of us get. That makes absolutely no sense. That's good. Yep. Let's turn this into something to mean absolutely nothing at all. Because what am I saying that it's all pointless and it doesn't matter? Let's see. Cute fart sound and whistle, blow whistle, blow pop. Who remembers blow pops? They were so dope, man. I only had them like twice. I had blow pop twice. The first time I just didn't care. I just wanted a regular live pop, so I ate it. And then the second time, well, after that, I realized, oh, it's an instrument. And then, I used it correctly the time after that. So that's my story about blow pops. So cool, right? Um, but I guess what I'm trying to say with this form of communication that allows us to it's a lot of things are changing for the best. And if I'm being honest, things are changing well for me. It's just that what sucks is sometimes that maybe I would like to share it with certain people and they're not able to be around. That is I guess the issue. For reals. Like I want, like if it's just me, boom, awesome. I'm awesome. But if I want just like sometimes you want like a little more, you want to squeeze like a little more than you thought out of life. And you deal with the duality of essentially being lucky and then other people being not so lucky. You know, wow. You know what? I'm happy for some people that we're entering this new world, but also I've been thinking about how, like, what would happen if we just downloaded our consciousness into the internet, and what, like what our form would be, and then, like, all right, like, let's say I download my consciousness, I probably, for the first like 15 minutes of me being on the internet, no, I would say for the first 5 minutes of me being on the internet, I probably look like the way I always looked and wouldn't really like change that much. But then I already know, like, the first things I would do, I do download my consciousness into the internet, is I would first read Wikipedia, and then I would read that, like, either A, I would go through like Media Takeout, or just like some other ratchet website simultaneously, and then I don't know what my form, but like at the end of reading those two things, I ended up reading like Urban Dictionary and Wikipedia. Basically, I think my form would change. I think you would change so many forms, like in the lifetime of you being consciousness on the internet, that you will almost forget who you originally were. And I don't think it would take that much time. I think by the end of a week, you would probably have surfed everything that there is to like surf, or do everything there is to do as a consciousness on the internet in a process of a week, if not faster, right? And then what would your form be? Like, I don't think, like, would it be cognizant of like, I don't know, like that, basically like little diamonds, little light diamonds, and I was been wondering what the fuck that would look like what you would look like, or if you were be able to remember what you look like. Because keep in mind that you've been on this vast trip of like just knowledge and experiences. Like, you've been able to experience, in one glimpse, life in Egypt as a small child, and then also jump from another scenario, and then jump into the strongest warrior in the village in the middle of the fucking Amazon. You're able to jump and to do these things and experience these things, and then change these forms almost instantly. And then, would you be able to keep an idea of self or whatever? So, it'll be interesting, because essentially, like, a part of our reaction to the way that we're expressing ourselves on the internet, in these various ways, and I guess dealing with the what is it? Like, just seeing how everyone's expressing themselves on the internet with all these like subcultures that have popped up, essentially, and how like this is just an attempt to be like, oh, I can express myself in this way, um, through the internet. It's just kind of amazing, and so to see what that takes form, because a lot of people question it, and so I always wondered, okay, well, what if you just literally broke down those physical walls and put it in virtual reality? I wonder what would happen. I think a lot of times, maybe, just maybe, we get our head out of our asses. Anyway, this has been Randomly Relevant. I am Tariq Naylor, and I will see you motherfuckers next week. Bye bye, my favorite content assholes.